Hello, people on it. It is I, a nerd named BG, here with another series showcase. And I just want to start this off with thank to all those who voted for the most previous series showcase poll. And today, guys, we are going to be doing the Excutie series. Yay! There will be another poll released later today for the next series showcase. The voting for that poll will end on July 12th, and then the video for that will be coming on to the very next Friday after that. But anyway, guys, let's get into this. Lumiere, who is entrusted with the super tech X-Tech from a galaxy far, far away, leads her comrades who have joined her to defeat the evil threatening the beautiful world. This is my justice. A megacorp heiress who loves the beauty of the world founded the Excuties using super technology she gained from random happenstance. Maids dispatched by the corporation search high and low for those who are likely to help the organization and report their findings back to Lumiere. Girls who were scouted by Lumiere decided to dedicate themselves to the cause of the world, wearing equipment and gear that suits their specialties, they enforce justice. Army. With her skills cultivated as a gymnast, she uses jet engines to dart around, allowing her to toy with her enemies. Lear. A serious-minded girl who strongly admires the ideals of chivalry. Her edged sword can cut through anything. Fenna, an energetic girl who uses her powers in hand-to-hand combat to crush evil. Her fist, when boosted, can even shatter meteors. Floa, she deeply desired to become a wizard and asked for a broom-shaped equipment to be developed for her. Lilius, a former motorcycle racer who is the fastest in aggressive cornering. She's the organization's vice commander. Ram, a genius gamer girl who is known throughout the world. She's in charge of searching the enemy as well as general analysis. Lucy, a genius who's leading authority in outer space related science. She's in charge of X-Tech's related research and development. Proudy, a billboard girl of a flower shop who is scouted by the organization. She's an introvert. In response to the SOS calls coming from various areas of the region, Lumiere dispatches the organization's members best suited for the job. The members struggling out on the field and Lilius, who supports them from the command center, form one team to fight evil. Believing the Executie's sense of justice is absolute in the right, Loa captures a group of ne'er-do-wells who have repeatedly committed crimes. Although most people seem to support the Executives, some do seem to question their sense of justice. When these ladies who eat and sleep together work as a team, their power increases several folds. Off-duty members drink their favorite tea, play games, and other activities vary depend on how old they are. Executed is a series of level 6 monsters with 500 defense and different types and attributes. The entire playstyle is around swarming the board with a large number of level 6 executives, then taking control of the situation with a variety of effects. The first Excutie debuted January 29th, 2022 in deck modification pack Genesis Master Road, featuring the first Excutie, Excutie Fenna. 3 months later, Konami would release 2 more Excutie cards in Galaxy of Fate, being Excutie Fermi and Excutie Up. Excutie wouldn't become a full-fledged card series until 11 months later in November, where 12 more Excuties were released in Overrush pack, featuring a large number of Excuties that have the ability to special summon themselves or interact with each other, creating a completely new sense of the game, shifting every point of the metagame into a complete Tier 0 format. Starting us off, the leader of the Excutie, Excutie Lumiere, a level 6 light fairy effect monster with 1800 attack, 500 defense. All the Excutie are level 6 monsters with 500 defense. To make it easier, I'm going to skim over that for the rest of the video. If you have no monsters on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand face up to your field. Requirement none. Effect, shuffle 1 face up level 6 monster on the field, and 1 level 7 or 8 monster on your opponent's field into the owner's deck. This turn, level 7 or higher monsters cannot attack. Lumiere is the only Excutie monster to have the summon condition of controlling no monsters, a sort of reference to showing how she's the first Excutie leading the way to all the other Excuties to gather together. Excutie Lear, a wind warrior monster with 1800 attack. If you have a face-up monster that's level 6 with 500 defense on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand face up. Continuous effect. All face-up level 7 or higher monsters on the field lose 300 attack and defense. Excutie Floa, a water spellcaster with 1700 attack. Requirement: during the turn that this card is normal summoned, add one level 6 non-water attribute monster with 500 defense from your graveyard to your hand. You cannot attack with level 7 or higher monsters this turn. Lumiere, Leer, and Floa were all part of the introduction of the brand new rarity in the Overrush pack, each having their own Overrush rare art. Personally say, I believe this is a good take on rarities. They should do more stuff like this. It's really nice. Next is the second in command of the Excutie. Excutie Lilius, a dark fiend with 2500 attack. Continuous effect. Your level 7 or higher monsters cannot attack. Lilius is currently the only Excutie monster with a purely negative effect, acting as a self-floodgate preventing your high-level monster from attacking. Even so, Lilius is the only Excutie monster that currently resides on the Rush Limited list at 1 copy due to it being a very consistent way to closing out games. Excutie Lucy, Earth Machine with 1700 attack. Requirement: shuffle 1 level 6 monster with 500 defense from graveyard into your deck. Change the battle position of 1 monster on your opponent's field. Excutie Ram, Fire Cybers with 1600 attack. Requirement: send 1 level 6 monster with 500 defense from your hand to the grave. Destroy 1 spell and trap card on your opponent's field. This turn, your level 7 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. Excutie Flame, a Fire Pyro monster with 1700 attack. Your opponent has a face-up level 6 or higher monster on their field. You can special summon this card from your hand to your field face up. Requirement: you can send 1 card in your hand to the graveyard. Effect: this turn, this card gains attack equal to the number of level 6 or higher monsters on the field, times 600 until the end of this turn. You can only attack with this card this turn. Excutie Proudy, Earth Plant type monster with 1500 attack. You can special summon this card from your hand face up to your field, revealing 1 other level 6 monster with 500 defense in your hand. Requirement: to send the top card of your deck to the grave. Effect: gain 500 life points. Konami didn't really say much about Proudy, outside of her being an introvert. That being said, a lot of her cards shows that. Having the lowest base stats in Excutie, along with the fact that she is the only Excutie without an effect that is purely offensive or affects the opponent. Simply, she sent the top card of the deck to the grave to gain 500 life points. A sort of healing sense from the aroma of her flowers, similar to a very common strategy that we know in Master Rule. Plus, it's a little cute that she can't join the fight unless someone's there with her to bring her in. Choose 2 face-up monsters with different types on your field. This turn, those chosen monsters can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a monster in attack position. If a face-up monster with level 6 monster with 500 defense on your field, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Excite Up was one of the 3 cards released before the full set release. Till this day, we have yet to see any other card in Excutie that supports 2 tribute summon monsters, or a monster in Excutie that requires 2 tributes. Excutie Scout. Requirement: shuffle 4 level 6 monsters with 500 defense with different names from graveyard into the deck. Effect: draw 2 cards. This turn, level 7 or higher monsters cannot attack. Excutie Scramble. Effect: special summon 1 level 6 monster with 500 defense from your hand or graveyard face up to your field. This turn, level 7 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. Excutie Scramble was also another card on the Rush Limited list. Originally the most previous ban list, it was at 1, and the most current ban list released in April, I believe, or revealed in April, set it to 2 copies per deck, making Excuties a bit more consistent as they once were. Excutie Emergency. Requirement: when a face-up level 6 monster on your field is destroyed by an opponent's attack or their card effect while you have no other monsters on the field. Effect: special summon 1 level 6 monster with 500 defense from your graveyard to your field face up. Then you can destroy 1 monster on your opponent's field. Excutie Catch. Requirement: when your opponent normal or special summons a monster face up while you have a face up level 6 monster with 500 attack on your 500 defense on your field, change 1 level 8 or lower monster in your opponent's field to face down defense position. Excutie Break. Requirement: when an opponent's monster clears an attack, place 1 face up level 6 monster with 500 defense on your field to either the top or bottom of the deck. Effect: negate the attack, then if you have face up level 6 monster with 500 defense on your field, you can destroy 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls. As of the time of recording this, there is 1 other Excutie card that we know of, but we don't know of its effect or what kind of card it is. It is Excutie Writing, which is going to be coming up in an upcoming set. though hopefully it does not get revealed before this video is posted. Well guys, that is all for this week's video of Series Showcase. I hope you all enjoyed, and once again, thank you all for voting. The next poll is going to be released later today, as I said before, which will be ending on July 12th. And then the video for the winner of that poll is going to be coming out on July 21st. Thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see y'all next time.